Welcome back, friends. All right, so as you can see, I got off the ship. So let's see. Okay, so we need to leave this area. No, no, no. Kind of want to blow it up. Um, okay, launch pad. That is where we need to go. Good Lord. Gotta love when your ear just randomly gets itchy. Yep, we're gonna go back on the Durandal. So we're moving along at a pretty decent pace, I believe. I feel. I could be wrong. Let me out. Down. Whoops. Wrong side of the sign. Ooh. I actually have to go stay. Did it tell me that at any point and I was not paying attention? No, it never once mentioned that I need to sleep. I wish I knew why. Sometimes it would just, like, start walking me in the other direction. Because I don't touch the joystick in between. Like, I literally let go between each scene. Okay. Ah, I feel much better. Thank you. Oh, it does say right there. Right after I gave the engagement ring, I was supposed to sleep. And I didn't. Oops. Do-do-do. good lord. I wonder if Shion ever sings to herself. I mean, I know she's a video game character, but like... I wonder if she's ever doing something she's like do or whatever. That's my default melody, I guess. Also, I've got something stuck in my head. Alright, let's try this again. I still can't get the right side of the... where do I want to go? Go to... park. We need to go to the right side, so we'll go in the right door. Oh, excuse me. There's what I'm looking for. How do I get to it? Okay. Now, helps if I learn how to exit. We're going to the dock, right? Yep. Whoever designed this this headset, not this headache, did not take hair or ears into account. Okay. So we are gonna save our game. Cat doesn't like to listen to, no, you're not allowed here. Alright. Oh, Chief, welcome back. Well, did you rest well? Yep, I'm fine now. Now let's get working on doing maintenance on KOS-MOS, shall we?
Current output is 5.806 LPP. Not even 3% of the required levels.
In other words, you're saying it's impossible to open the door to Lost Jerusalem.
Open the door? It's doubtful whether we can even find it. I've told you repeatedly that the emulators were mere supplements. You're the one who ignored that. Because of you, we've lost a valuable asset.
Oh boy.
I've done what I can with what we have, but it's not going to make much difference. Even Mizrahi couldn't pull this off without the original.
So, have you finally come to acknowledge that lunatic's work?
I'm just being objective. No one in the universe universe is as knowledgeable in this field as he was.
We can't keep our commander waiting any longer. We'll proceed with Plan 401.
Plan 401, huh? That seems a bit extreme to me.
Well, what does 401 mean?
The 100 series that Helmer's protege is babysitting. Not only does it contain the entire record of Mizrahi's research, but the access code for the UMN transfer column to the sealed area of Old Miltia also resides in it.
Ooh, that's
Treat
not
it
good.
too roughly, and you'll lose everything.
I'm well aware of the importance of Miltia and the Y data. That's why I'm using him.
I do not like him. His eyes share the same look as Mizrahi's.
The same as yours.
Well, I'll be waiting for the good news.
Pellegrini, secure a channel to our commander. I want to report this and discuss our plans for manipulating the committee.
And of course, we don't get to see who it is.
I see. So what do you want me to do?
The situation
Oh.
is proceeding as planned. Don't interfere with it for now.
Guess he's the
Of
commander.
course. I can't imagine the Second Miltian government and the Kukai Foundation will simply hand it over. If this situation warrants, we may have to use the Song of Nephilim.
Now this is a surprise. I thought you hated it with a passion.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying even your toys have their uses.
Then why don't you join me? We can enjoy the show together.
Thanks, I'll pass. I don't share your perverse taste in hobbies.
Yeah, right, you gutless bastard.
Albedo. A URTV. A monster born of life recycling. There are plenty of mentally unstable life recycling variants out there. Just as Cherenkov was one of them. If he starts getting impatient and moves on his own...
You needn't worry about that. Time means nothing to him. The only
Yeah.
thing that interests him is that Realian.
Are you really going to use the Song of Nephilim?
Pellegrini, have you ever heard it?
it's...
That song draws everything unto madness.
Yep. Oh. Oh, my arms so itchy lately. Oh, more cutscenes. Yay. Oh, all scenes are playing? We'll get ready for our next...
I never thought I'd come back under these situations.
Chief, is something wrong?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. How's that, KOS-MOS?
Fine. There are no problems. Please continue.
And once again, it's nothing.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? People have their secrets, Alan. Just because you want in on them doesn't mean you're going to get in on them. That sentence did not make all that much sense, but it's all my
We'll
brain
soon be
troubles right
entering
now.
the Miltian star system. We will be entering orbit at 1400 hours local time. Second Miltia Spaceport Flight Control, transmitting flight plan, requesting permission to dock.
Hey, Momo.
We're just checking in on everybody, aren't we?
Yes? What is it?
We'll be going our separate ways once we get to Second Miltia, right?
Yes?
I don't know if Realians believe in carrying charms or not, but... Here, take this. It's for luck.
It's a single bullet.
It's so pretty. What is it?
It's a bullet from a long time ago. Look. It's got a good luck phrase on it. Sayonara, baby!
Not exactly a good luck phrase, but
Thank you. I'll keep it safe.
We'll let him believe that.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec.
I forgot about this.
Huh? There we go. Try it on.
Wow! You can do things like that too? That's wonderful.
It kind of tires me out a bit, though.
This doesn't look good.
What a strange welcome. Are they escorting us in this time?
They're blocking the way? This is no welcome.
Confirm photon torpedo detonation in immediate vicinity. We're being surrounded by a fleet of Federation vessels.
Ooh, I remember this now.
As you can see from this video, the Kukai Foundation has engaged in what is clearly an act of aggression against the 117th Marine Division. From the events that followed, we can only come to the conclusion that this was an act of rebellion orchestrated by the Foundation's creators, the Second Miltian government. In light of these troubling events, we hereby enter a motion for the following. Per Article 104, an emergency suspension of the vested rights of Second Miltia's autonomous government.
I'd like to add that the 422nd Fleet from Gedalia has been dispatched to the scene in order to surround and contain both the Kukai Foundation and Second Miltia.
You gotta love when people
Hold
are
on there.
being
Won't
manipulated.
that constitute an unauthorized use of force?
The deployment is in accordance with the Federation Emergency Powers Act. It is fully within our powers.
I would think that the Kukai Foundation possessing that level of weaponry is a far greater problem in and of itself.
Perhaps they were heroes during the conflict, or whatever in the past. But the current situation is a result of letting them have their way for so long. The Zohar
Or
belong
people
to the
wanting
entire
to
Federation. Why should
manipulate
Second
everything.
Miltia have sole control?
The decision to turn the artifacts of old Miltia over to an impartial third party was decided by vote 14 years ago.
I mean, it sounds like a
We're
good
talking
plan.
about the dangers of it being monopolized by a corporation.
The Kukai Foundation was converted after the completion of the post-war cleanup and their own disarmament. Since taking on their current name and converting to a business, their primary source of income has become entertainment and tourism. How could they possibly have a vested interest in the Zohar?
You call that disarmed?
It's just enough for self-defense. Think back to the reason the organization was formed. Not only that, we can't ignore their recent achievements against the Gnosis.
Well, I mean...
Can we be certain these accusations aren't merely jealousy on the part of a state that didn't receive post-war government handouts?
How dare you!
I've heard rumors that Miltia was secretly involved not only with the current planetary disappearance case, but also with other recent developments, including the anti-Gnosis Zohar project.
I'd like to hear the Contact Subcommittee's thoughts on all this. Dr. Mizrahi?
We moved the 100 series Realian to Second Miltia in accordance with the original plan. We're following the protocols.
But I wonder...
Yes?
Have you forgotten that it was Miltia that produced the lunatic that summoned the Gnosis and tried to destroy the Federation?
I sympathize with your desire to defend your late husband, but perhaps you are too deeply involved in this situation.
I would not have expected my presence here to be misconstrued in such a manner.
Oh, really? This is just
done that earlier.
Oh, calm down, everybody. Don't start talking at once.
Order! Order! We've just patched in with Representative Helmer. I'd like to hear about the situation from the Second Miltian government. Well, Representative Helmer?
In accordance with Federation law, we hereby place the Kukai Foundation under arrest for the suspicion of violating Article 798, Chapter 37, Collection and Concealment of Defense Information, and Article 2153, Chapter 105, Acts of Aggression against Federation vessels, and hereby revoke all rights previously granted. Shut down your engines and relinquish your weapons immediately.
Acts of aggression against Federation vessels?
Furthermore, should the Miltian government allow the Kukai Foundation to dock the Durandal, we will issue a state of emergency notice under Article 2384, Chapter 115, Part 18, Conspiracy to Aid Insurrection.
It looks like they think the Durandal conspired with the Miltian government in an attack on the Federation fleet.
Huh? What Federation fleet?
Hey, check out the network news on the sub-monitor! You're not gonna believe this!
On the morning of the 21st, it appears that the 177th Marine Division flagship Woglinde of the Galaxy Federation's Tessadora Division came under attack by a heavily armed ship belonging to the Kukai Foundation.
The Woglinde?
This is interesting because
the Gnosis attack had been reported already.
The company
we
has been
have
identified
two
as
members
operating in
in the
conjunction with the
Woglinde.
Second Miltian government, and considerations for the possibility of treason have forced the Federation Parliament to dispatch.
They did a good job doctoring that video. But how did they synchronize the battle coordinates as well?
Damn! That's from when we fought the UTIC organization. Those bastards were recording it.
I see. That would explain how the absolute coordinates match. I guess that's their indisputable proof. Even I'm starting to think that we did it.
Considering the situation, you don't sound very worried.
Well,
in any event, this is confirmation that the remnants of the UTIC organization have infiltrated both the Federation government and the military.
Yep.
Which means their next target is...
This is such a blatant lie, it's ludicrous. As survivors, if we testify...
They'll just claim that you survived because you were in on the conspiracy.
That's true,
This
yeah.
is insane! Do you think this is why headquarters hasn't communicated with us?
I am Captain Lapis Roman of the Galaxy Federation Special Ops Command Headquarters, Intelligence Bureau. I hereby place the ship under custody of the Galaxy Federation.
Like, okay, I was just like, la la la.
I understand you're from the Woglinde. I'll take you in as witnesses. All Vector property will be temporarily confiscated as evidence.
Oh, that means KOS-MOS.
Here's the 100 series Realian under warrant.
Hey, don't hurt her! Ugh.
Detain them in a single room and watch them carefully.
All of them?
Splitting them up will only serve to underman our guard posts.
She's got a
Investigate
point.
as much of the ship as possible before we rendezvous with the others.
Yes,
No
ma'am.
point splitting up
Line
your...
and Kukai, you are hereby under arrest for suspicion of treason against the Galaxy Federation. Come with me.
As you wish.
Okay. Do we get control again, or do we still have more scenes?
It's all orchestrated too well.
Huh?
The fleet deployment came too quickly. They must have been prepared to ensure that Momo would return to them, regardless of what happened. Or perhaps ensnaring Second Miltia was part of their plan from the very beginning.
Or both.
As a neutral territory, Second Miltia was invested with a whole bunch of rights and legal privileges after the Miltian conflict. There are a whole lot of folks who still have problems with that. Even outside of the UTIC organization.
The asteroid where Momo was imprisoned. I wondered where the information about that place came from. Now it seems like it was all part of the plan from the very beginning.
Do you mean from when Mommy sent you to rescue me?
Yep.
You don't think there are UTIC members within the subcommittee itself?
It's not inconceivable.
Oh wow,
Perhaps it was
Alan's...
the very person who arranged for Momo's rescue, Dr. Yuri Mizrahi herself.
No! Mommy would never do something like that!
Alan?
Sorry.
He's only giving a possibility. I don't even remember who it is. I don't know if I ever learned who it was.
Open it.
Helmer?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Guinan. I'm in a somewhat difficult position myself at the moment, but I'm doing what I can with the Federation Parliament. Now, the woman beside you is Captain Lapis Roman.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I sent her to infiltrate the military in order to keep tabs on the UTIC members within it. She is one of my most trusted subordinates.
Always prepared, aren't you?
Caution is something that comes naturally with age. Captain Roman will investigate the Durandal's records before someone modifies them. Please assist her.
Understood.
I'll give her the Durandal's master key.
Sir, there's an EPR comm from the CEO of Vector.
Oh, that
Vector.
can't be good.
All right, I'll take it. If you'll excuse me, I'll let you know if there are any developments.
Busy as always.
Not half as much as you.
It's good to see you again, Representative Helmer.
Likewise, Mr. Wilhelm. We haven't spoken since you resigned as Executive Committee Director.
I'm well aware of the situation. Allow me to make a recommendation to the Parliament as well.
Mr. Wilhelm, you're too kind.
I don't like you.
Actually, my concerns have even prompted me to dispatch the Damarung, which is currently underway to the Miltian system.
Your concerns?
This incident, surely you've realized by now that...
There's no question of the UTIC organization's involvement in it.
Exactly. Given that, it can only mean they're after one thing.
Zohar
the original
emulators?
Zohar in stasis on Miltia, and...
Udu.
So Udu hasn't been mentioned yet, but we've seen it.
To be awakened again.
I believe our firm's KOS-MOS and its related staff are currently in your care.
I apologize, Mr. Wilhelm. I'm afraid the link between the Kukai Foundation and the Second Miltian government is...
Ah, of course. Then please pass a message on to Guinan for me. Surely that would be acceptable.
That much I can do.
Tell him that we'll lend him KOS-MOS for a while, and he can use her as he sees fit.
Well,
We still have time before the Zohar project commences, and in the worst-case scenario, she'll definitely be of use. We'll have the second R&D division and the tactical sim lab provide support.
Are you sure? Isn't that top secret?
It's a calculated risk. From our point of view, the more real-world data we get, the better.
Yeah, that makes
All right.
sense.
I'll convey your message to Master Guinan.
Thank you. Good day, then.
Udu.